Did you ever think you could win $1 million fishing? Well, that's exactly what the top prize money was back in 2007 when the FLW Forest Wood Cup was held here at Lake Ouachita. In 2011, the tourney is back with more than 100 of the world's top anglers in competition. And in case you didn't know, in the world of spectator sports, fishing is fast gaining in the ranks of NASCAR. And that, my friends, is no joke.
Just right outside of Hot Springs is Lake Ouachita. It sits in the Ouachita Mountains. It's known as one of the top 3 lakes in the nation for its beautiful, deep, clear water. And as far as I'm concerned, it's #1 in beauty. It's the most beautiful lake that you'll ever be on. There's no houses or anything around it. It's all surrounded by national forest. And around the marinas, you have rental barges that you can go and enjoy the views and the scenery out on the lake. You've got jet skis, you've got houseboat rentals. There's all kinds of things to do. When you're sitting back and you're looking at those mountains and you get to just seeing everything from that water view, it's like I say, it's always been ranked as one of the most beautiful lakes in the entire nation. So it's a gorgeous lake.
In 2007, Bryant native Scott Suggs became the first angler ever to take the $1 million prize money in bass fishing after being on the tour for only 2 years.
You know, I fished Lake Ouachita my entire life. I got to fish with my grandfather when he was alive. I got to fish with uncles. I got to fish with my dad, mainly my dad. He always had me on the lake. And I had some great memories on Lake Ouachita with family and everything else, but some of the most memorable times was in 2007 when I won the Forest Wood Cup. Not only was I able to win it on my most favorite lake, but I was able to win it in front of my mom, my dad, my family, and friends over there, and to be able to have that and be able to share it with that many people. We had over 14,000 at the weigh-in the last day. And people that I fished against in tournaments over there my entire life, they're cheering and backing for me and everything. I'll never be able to top it. It was an experience of a lifetime. You know, on Lake Ouachita, what's always been so special to me, I fished the lake back before there was grass in it. Growing up, it had a lot of timber, a lot of standing timber. And that's what I used in 2007 to win the event. Was I fished a lot of standing timber, stuff that was under the water. People didn't really know where it was at, what was special about it or anything. And it was through years of experience, mainly with my dad, crappie fishing and you know, doing things like that, brim fishing certain areas and stuff. But mainly these fish were suspended in these trees, and knowing where these old trees were and everything, that's where I had the advantage. But just fishing the lake, I've seen it without grass, I've seen it with grass, I've seen it go through a largemouth bass virus, I've seen it coming back from the largemouth bass virus. I've seen this lake in every possible way and manner you could see it. And it's always overcome itself, and nationwide it's known as the most beautiful lake in the nation. And that says a lot right there, so about what the lake's like. So whether you're really catching them over there or not or anything, just the beauty of it, the being there, it always touches a place in your heart and makes you always want to come back.
Yeah! Woo! Named after the founder of Ranger Boats, Forrest L. Wood, FLW Outdoors began in 1996. It is now seen in more than 500 million households worldwide.